If you'd like to see more of our videos, please subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMtrading. Today's March 25th, 2020, and today is Wednesday morning. So looking at the major economic events today, just one event coming out of Great Britain, and that's going to be at 9 a.m. South African time, yearly CPI numbers coming out. Now, this is really in the backdrop of what's all been going on with this coronavirus situation. Now, yesterday out of the United States, the government had approved a stimulus package that should kind of limit some of the economic damage that this coronavirus has had on the U.S. markets. Now, as a result, the markets are reeling since then. Looking at the Forex symbols, U.S. dollar continues to retreat versus the major pairs while we saw the Dow Jones move upward, okay? The largest upward movement since 1933 with this stimulus package approved. So that's a major item there. Now, looking at the commodities, gold continues to strengthen while oil remains flat, okay, in the anticipation that oil will not be consumed at such a high pace because of what's going on. Lastly, looking at the stocks, they're still trading with the index, okay? Nothing has changed, okay? Even though with the stimulus package, they're still just kind of hanging on to what's going on with the markets emotionally and not fundamentally. But let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So we're going to first take a look at the Euro USD, and you see that our momentum still continues, okay? We took a little bit of a breather yesterday after hitting this 108.85-ish level, which is a minor resistance-ish level, but we're right now in somewhat of a still on an upwards momentum here, at least for now. Now, looking at the GBP, that was the greater one between the two to really bounce. That actually bounced to 1830-ish level from our low of 1456. So that's a much more significant bounce. Now, in anticipation that this will correct itself once again, I do think that that will happen. So just be aware of that as that unloads. Now, looking at the USD ZAR, this is the major one that really corrected itself from its high of 1788-ish level down to 1732, and we're right there at minor support right now. So with that said, if we do continue to make this correction on the downside, we could even see it hit 1680, maybe 1650 if that actually closes in. Now, jumping into the commodities, looking at gold. Yesterday we had a big surge upwards over the last couple of days actually, and then finally taking a little bit of a breather, settling at 1600-ish level. Now, this is really equidistant between our two extremes here, between our 1700 high and our 1450-ish low. Okay, so we're right there almost smack in the middle of it. So nothing really to jump out in terms of buying it or selling it, but as it gets closer to the higher end of this range, I would look actually to see if it does. Then I would look to go short in it. But for now, it does look like it's, settling off, at least in the short term. Now, looking at oil, still very flat in the anticipation that consumption of oil will not increase with what's going on with the coronavirus. Okay, now looking at the Dow Jones. Now we're going to take a look at a 1-hour chart, just give us a perspective. So since Monday, okay, we hit a low of 18,300-ish level, okay, which was the high right before President Trump became president about 4 years ago. And then the markets just rallied since then, okay? So look at that. We're heading to 21,100-ish level, in the anticipation that this stimulus package will help the markets tremendously, okay? So with that said, let's see if it does. I hope it does. I hope we'll get past this coronavirus situation internationally, and we, are all healthy and happy and get on with our normal lives. But for now, it does look like the stimulus package is actually, reeling the markets on the upside. So this can continue, okay, in the anticipation that it pushes higher. Now, jumping into the stocks, Apple had a big day yesterday, 245 from 215. Amazon didn't have such a big day, okay? So this is where the rotation actually happens, where we go to stocks that previously had some big days, and then on the big day when the markets have, they don't have big days. So if we look at Microsoft, though, had a big day, 147 up from 133. So the stocks are still trading with the index, okay? So really important to understand that. Most of the cases, some of them are stronger than others, like in the case of Apple, Microsoft versus Amazon, but that's something to consider as we continue trading through this coronavirus situation. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish everybody a great trading day.